Welcome to Meditation Mindfulness Journey, where we embark on a peaceful exploration to experience moments of tranquility, helping the mind find calm amid the chaos of life. Today, I'll guide you on a meaningful mindfulness journey with the theme of letting go, an essential skill in the pursuit of inner peace and liberation. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll enter a state of deep relaxation, releasing our minds from stress and negative thoughts, and creating a space for genuine serenity within. Meditation and letting go, the importance of mindfulness in modern life. Have you ever felt your mind pulled in various directions by a stream of thoughts and emotions, whether about the past or the future? These might be recurring thoughts about events that have already happened, beyond your control, or anxieties about things yet to come. These feelings gradually occupy your mental space, depriving you of peace and drawing you into an endless cycle of emotions. What can we do to break free from this state? Mindfulness meditation is the answer. It's not just a tool for stress reduction but a way to learn how to let go of unnecessary things, allowing the mind to return to its natural, calm state. In meditation, we don't force thoughts out. Instead, we simply observe them and allow them to drift away, like a gentle stream. This approach helps us avoid being affected by negativity, creating a space within that is entirely free and peaceful. Starting your journey of letting go. Today, we'll begin with a few deep breaths, gradually relaxing the body and mind. Sit comfortably, keeping your back straight but relaxed. Gently close your eyes, soften your forehead, and let a slight smile form on the corners of your mouth. This helps create a comfortable, inviting space, allowing mindfulness to enter deeply. Each breath you take in and release is one step closer to peace. The benefits of releasing thoughts. As you focus on your breathing, the mind will gradually enter a state of observation. There's no need to chase thoughts or force them away. Simply let them come and go like clouds passing in the sky. When you let go of thoughts in this way, tension and pressure dissolve, replaced by a feeling of serenity. Connecting with mindfulness and self-understanding. This journey also helps you understand yourself on a deeper level. When thoughts and emotions no longer dominate your mind, you'll realize that beneath the surface noise of life, there exists a calm, pure essence. This is your true self, a place untouched by worry, desire, or suffering. A reminder of the value of mindfulness. Letting go of what's unnecessary not only brings peace to your soul but also radiates positive energy to those around you. Imagine if each of us could maintain a peaceful spirit, how much more beautiful and harmonious this world would be. Closing the introduction, gentle guidance forward. Now, feel your body settle into a state of deep relaxation. Begin by taking a long, deep breath, hold it for a moment, then release it gently. Let your natural breath guide you, and we'll continue this meaningful journey of mindfulness together. Allow this journey of letting go to be the first step in discovering the path to mindfulness and liberation. Setting up posture and breathing, creating the foundation for letting go. Now that we're prepared to begin, let's establish a posture that fosters both relaxation and alertness. This balance is key. We want to feel grounded and calm, yet mentally present and focused. Start by finding a comfortable seated position. You may sit on the floor on a cushion or on a chair, choose whatever feels most comfortable for your body. Allow your hands to rest gently on your knees or in your lap, whatever feels natural. The aim is to settle into a position where you can remain still without strain or tension, as stillness helps facilitate a deeper connection with the self. Once you've found your seat, let's focus on the spine. Imagine your spine is a stack of building blocks, each vertebrae carefully aligned on top of the other. Sit tall but not rigid, keeping your posture open and welcoming. Lengthen the back of your neck slightly by gently tucking in your chin, which encourages a feeling of stability. As you adjust into this position, notice how a strong, balanced posture can bring a sense of calm alertness, as if your body were a peaceful mountain, grounded yet reaching toward the sky. Let your shoulders relax, releasing any tightness or tension. You might roll them up and back, allowing them to settle down naturally, creating space for your chest to open. Feel the openness across your collarbones, allowing each breath to flow more freely through your chest and into your belly. Your body is in harmony with itself, and this harmony is the foundation for the journey we're about to embark on. Now, gently close your eyes or keep them soft, lowering your gaze to maintain a light focus without distraction. In this moment, let go of any worries about the day, future plans, or lingering tasks. Imagine them fading to the background, like the low hum of a distant sound. This is your time, a sacred space you've set aside for yourself to recharge and reconnect. Embrace the stillness of this moment as you prepare to focus on one of the most powerful tools we have for mindfulness, the breath. Breathing deeply, connecting to the present moment. Begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Let the breath expand down into your belly, filling it like a balloon. Allow this breath to rise up through your chest, filling your lungs completely. Hold it at the top, just for a moment, savoring the fullness of the breath and the sense of calm it brings. Now, gently release it, exhaling slowly and completely, letting the breath carry away any lingering tension. As you continue with these deep breaths, feel yourself grounding into the moment. Let each inhale bring in a sense of calm, while each exhale carries away any worries or stress. If it feels comfortable, place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your body with each breath, like waves on a calm ocean. This simple movement reminds us of the natural rhythm within us, a rhythm that is always available, anchoring us back to the present whenever we need it. Continue this pattern: deep inhale, slight pause, slow exhale. Each breath is an invitation to go deeper into relaxation, releasing what no longer serves you. Imagine that with every breath, you're creating more space within, making room for peace and clarity. This space is where true mindfulness begins to unfold. Letting go of tension, melting away stress. As you focus on your breathing, take a moment to scan your body for any areas of tension. Start with your forehead. Notice if there's any tightness there. If so, consciously soften the muscles around your forehead and let that tension melt away. Move down to your eyes, cheeks, and jaw. Are you holding any stress here? Allow your jaw to unclench and feel the release spreading across your face. Let a soft, gentle smile rest on your lips. This small gesture naturally helps release tension and cultivates a sense of ease. Continue scanning down through your neck and shoulders. Many of us carry stress in this area, so if you notice any tightness, let it gently melt away as you breathe. Imagine each exhale as a gentle wave washing away any discomfort or tightness. Move your attention down to your chest, belly, and lower back, noticing and releasing any tension as you go. As you work through each area of your body, allow the muscles to relax completely, surrendering to the rhythm of your breath. This gentle body scan is a reminder that mindfulness encompasses both mind and body, allowing us to release deeply held stress from within. Embracing natural breathing, trusting the body's rhythm. Now, gradually allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Let go of any conscious effort, allowing your body to take over. Notice how your breath finds its own pace, rising and falling in a way that feels light and effortless. There's no need to control or force it, simply let the breath flow as it wants. This natural, unforced breathing is symbolic of the letting go process we're practicing today, a gentle release, a surrender to the moment. Observe the sensation of each breath as it enters and leaves your body. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils, traveling down into your lungs, filling you with fresh energy. As you exhale, feel the warmth of the air as it leaves, carrying away anything you no longer need. Breath by breath, moment by moment, you're invited to immerse yourself fully in the present, embracing each sensation as it arises. When thoughts inevitably come, as they always do, simply acknowledge them without judgment. You don't need to engage with them or analyze them. Imagine each thought as a passing cloud in the sky of your mind. Watch as it drifts by, unattached, and then bring your focus back to your breath. In this way, you are training yourself to let go, to observe without clinging, to experience without attachment. Settling into stillness, preparing for the journey ahead. With each breath, feel yourself settling deeper into a state of inner stillness. This stillness is not the absence of thought or sensation, but rather a peaceful space within where you're unaffected by the constant stream of mental chatter. In this space, you find a quiet clarity, a sense of peace that comes from simply being. This is where we begin the journey of letting go, by cultivating a sense of calm presence, a mindful observation of the self without judgment. As you continue breathing naturally, feel a gentle warmth spreading from within, a subtle joy in the simplicity of the moment. Each inhale and exhale connect you to a deeper awareness, a place where you can be fully present with yourself. Let this awareness guide you, knowing that as you let go of tension, you are creating a welcoming space for mindfulness to flourish. Now, let us continue together, prepared to explore the art of letting go, allowing ourselves to experience the depth of peace that comes from releasing attachments, one breath at a time. Observing thoughts and emotions, embracing the art of non-attachment. As we settle deeper into this mindfulness journey, let's take a gentle step forward into observing our thoughts and emotions. In this part of our practice, we're going to watch our inner world without judgment, without the need to hold on or push away. This is an art that allows us to exist peacefully, free from the weight of unnecessary thoughts and emotions, simply by observing rather than reacting. The natural flow of thoughts. As you sit here, breathing naturally, you may begin to notice thoughts arising, seemingly from nowhere. They might appear suddenly, like clouds drifting into view, or they may linger from something that's been on your mind. Thoughts can range from the trivial to the deeply emotional, perhaps a memory, a worry about the future, or even a thought about something you need to do later. The key here is to remind yourself that it's natural for the mind to think. Like the heart's purpose is to pump blood, the mind's purpose is to generate thoughts. So, when these thoughts come up, know that this is simply the mind doing what it's meant to do. Our task isn't to stop these thoughts, instead, it's to let them come and go without judgment or attachment. Imagine each thought as a leaf floating on a gentle stream. You don't need to pick up the leaf, examine it, or control where it goes. Simply watch as it floats by, trusting that it will drift along on its own. This practice of non-attachment to thoughts is the essence of letting go. You are allowing your mind to work naturally without becoming entangled in its endless stream of ideas. Recognizing emotional charges, letting go of emotional reactions. As you continue observing, you might notice that certain thoughts bring a stronger emotional charge. Perhaps a particular memory brings up feelings of joy, sadness, or even anger. When this happens, pay attention to the emotions that surface, but resist the urge to react to them. Instead, observe them with curiosity, as if you were watching a movie unfold in your mind. For example, if a thought brings up a feeling of frustration, don't try to suppress it or act on it. Simply notice it. Allow yourself to say, there is frustration. Notice where you feel this emotion in your body, perhaps a tension in your shoulders, a clenching in your jaw, or a heaviness in your chest. Observe the emotion as a sensation, recognizing it for what it is without letting it control you. Visualize emotions as waves in the ocean, rising and falling naturally. Some waves are gentle, others are stronger, but each one eventually subsides. When you see emotions as waves, you begin to understand that they are temporary, and that they don't define you. This is the practice of emotional letting go, recognizing emotions without allowing them to dictate your experience. Cultivating non-judgmental awareness. In mindfulness, one of the most transformative shifts is learning to observe without judgment. This means letting go of the habit of labeling your thoughts and emotions as good or bad, positive or negative. Instead, aim to see each thought and emotion as neutral, simply something that has come up in the mind. When we let go of these labels, we release the need to engage in an internal battle. There's no need to cling to pleasant emotions or push away unpleasant ones. We are simply observing. For instance, you might notice a thought about something you wish you had done differently. Ordinarily, this thought might spiral into self-criticism or regret. But now, as an observer, you can watch it arise without attaching meaning. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't have done that," or "I made a mistake," try viewing the thought with acceptance. A thought of regret is arising. This simple shift helps you cultivate a non-judgmental awareness, freeing you from the emotional weight often carried by thoughts. Anchoring to the breath as thoughts come and go. As thoughts and emotions arise, remember that your breath is always there as an anchor. Whenever you feel pulled into a particular thought or emotion, gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. Notice the rhythm of your breath, and let it guide you back to the present moment. The breath is like a steady rock in the middle of a flowing river. No matter how strong the current of thoughts and emotions, your breath remains calm, constant, and grounding. This connection to the breath is a powerful tool in letting go. It reminds you that even amid the movement of thoughts and emotions, there is always a place of stillness within. Embracing thoughts without engagement, practicing detachment. As you become more comfortable with observing thoughts, practice allowing them to pass without engagement. When a thought arises, acknowledge it gently. Imagine saying to yourself, "Ah, there is a thought." No need to analyze it or dwell on it, simply recognize it and then let it float by, just as a bird flies across the sky without disturbing its vast openness. This practice of detachment is especially helpful with repetitive or anxious thoughts. If a worry about the future comes up, for example, notice it without diving into what-if scenarios. Instead of thinking, "What if this happens?" or "How will I manage that?" allow the thought to exist without engagement. Acknowledge it and let it pass, trusting that you don't need to figure everything out in this moment. Each time you practice detachment, you're training your mind to let go. You're strengthening the ability to observe without clinging, to experience without attachment. Over time, this ability to detach brings a profound sense of freedom, as you realize that you are not bound by every thought or emotion that arises. Building compassionate awareness, being kind to yourself. As you observe your thoughts and emotions, approach them with kindness. Remember that being mindful is not about perfection, it's about awareness. If you find yourself getting caught up in a thought or feeling, don't judge yourself. Instead, recognize this as part of the practice. Gently guide yourself back to observing, back to the breath, back to the present moment. Consider treating your mind like a dear friend. If a friend were sharing their thoughts and worries with you, you would listen with compassion, without rushing to fix or change anything. Similarly, listen to your mind with understanding and patience. This compassionate awareness helps you build a supportive relationship with yourself, making it easier to let go of harsh self-criticism and embrace a gentle, non-reactive presence. The practice of letting go, an ongoing journey. Observing thoughts and emotions is an ongoing practice, one that deepens over time. Each session of mindfulness is an opportunity to build your capacity for letting go. Some days, the mind may be full of thoughts, like a busy train station. Other days, it may feel calm and still. Both experiences are part of the journey. Remind yourself that the goal isn't to stop thoughts from arising but to become skilled at letting them go. As you cultivate this skill, you'll find that the mind naturally becomes more spacious, resilient, and peaceful. You're learning to flow with the movement of thoughts and emotions, to experience life fully without becoming entangled in every mental or emotional event. Let this practice be a source of strength and inner peace. Each moment of observation, each breath, is a step towards greater freedom. You are discovering the beauty of a mind that can let go, that can embrace the present with openness and ease. Let's continue on this path, allowing thoughts and emotions to come and go like gentle waves, trusting in the deeper calm that resides within. Letting go of difficult emotions, finding peace in acceptance. As we continue this journey of mindfulness, we enter the territory of emotions. Emotions are complex, often powerful, and sometimes overwhelming. They can arise suddenly and seem to take over our entire mental landscape, particularly the difficult ones: frustration, sadness, anger, or fear. But here, in this mindful state, we have the opportunity to observe even our most challenging emotions with a sense of calm and curiosity, learning to let them pass without becoming entangled. Letting go of difficult emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or pretending they don't exist. It means recognizing them, allowing them to be, and then gently releasing them without letting them control us. This process is not about avoiding discomfort but about cultivating a space within where we can experience emotions fully without reacting impulsively or holding on to them. Acknowledging emotional waves without judgment. Let's start with a simple yet powerful step: acknowledging our emotions as they arise. Sometimes, an emotion may come up so suddenly that it catches us off guard, and our natural instinct might be to push it away, to distract ourselves, or to avoid it. But in mindfulness, we take a different approach. Instead of resisting or suppressing, we acknowledge. Imagine a moment when you felt a strong emotion, perhaps anger or sadness. When it arises, say to yourself, "I am noticing anger," or "I am experiencing sadness." By doing this, you create a bit of distance between yourself and the emotion. You're not saying, "I am angry," or "I am sad," but instead, "I am observing this emotion." This small shift in language can make a profound difference. It reminds you that emotions are experiences you have, not who you are. As you observe these emotions, allow them to exist without labeling them as good or bad. Difficult emotions are simply part of the human experience, waves that rise and fall within us. By acknowledging them without judgment, we allow ourselves to experience them fully, which paradoxically helps them lose their intensity. Locating emotions in the body, a pathway to release. When an emotion is particularly intense, you might feel it physically in your body. Emotions are not just mental experiences, they often manifest as physical sensations. Anger might feel like a tightness in the chest, anxiety as a fluttering in the stomach, sadness as a heaviness in the shoulders. As you sit here, take a few moments to locate where you feel this emotion in your body. Close your eyes and bring your attention inward. Slowly scan your body, noticing any areas of tightness, discomfort, or tension. When you find a place that feels connected to your emotion, bring your awareness there. Breathe into that area gently, as if sending it compassion and warmth. This practice of breathing into the physical sensation of emotion helps to soften and release it. You're allowing the body to process the emotion without holding onto it. If, for example, you feel anxiety as a knot in your stomach, place your hand gently on your abdomen and breathe deeply. Imagine each inhale bringing in calm and each exhale releasing tension. Visualize the knot slowly loosening, the sensation softening with each breath. This act of connecting with the body can be grounding, helping you experience the emotion fully without letting it consume you. Seeing emotions as temporary visitors. A helpful perspective in letting go of difficult emotions is to see them as temporary visitors rather than permanent residents. No emotion, no matter how intense, lasts forever. Just as waves rise and fall, emotions also have a beginning, middle, and end. Sometimes, they feel like they'll stay forever, but with mindful observation, we see that they naturally fade with time. Think of your emotions as guests who come and go. Some may be pleasant visitors, others may bring discomfort. But you, as the observer, are the host who chooses not to cling to any one guest. You allow them to visit, to stay as long as they need, and then to leave. In this way, you maintain a space within yourself that remains calm and undisturbed. This practice can be particularly helpful with emotions like anger or frustration. Instead of getting caught up in the story of why you're angry, simply notice the anger as it arises, peaks, and eventually fades. You are observing it with curiosity, watching its life cycle without feeding it. This non-attachment to the emotional experience allows you to release it more easily. Practicing compassion toward yourself. Difficult emotions often bring with them a sense of judgment or self-criticism. You might feel guilt for feeling angry or sadness for experiencing anxiety. But these emotions are normal, they're part of being human. Practicing self-compassion can be a powerful tool for letting go of these emotions. When a difficult emotion arises, remind yourself that it's okay to feel this way. Imagine speaking to yourself as you would to a dear friend who is going through a tough time. You wouldn't criticize them for feeling upset or worried. Instead, you'd offer them comfort and understanding. Offer yourself the same kindness, acknowledging that you're doing your best in this moment. As you feel a challenging emotion, place your hand on your heart if that feels comfortable. Take a deep breath, and say something gentle to yourself, like, "It's okay to feel this. I'm here for myself." This simple act of compassion can help soften the emotion, making it easier to release. Using visualization to release difficult emotions. Visualization can be a powerful tool for letting go of intense emotions. Imagine that the emotion you're feeling is a dark cloud within you. As you breathe in, visualize this cloud gently swirling, and as you exhale, see it beginning to dissipate, becoming lighter and lighter with each breath. With each exhale, the cloud fades further, until eventually, it drifts away entirely. Alternatively, you might visualize the emotion as a heavy stone that you're holding in your hand. Imagine yourself slowly opening your hand, allowing the stone to fall away. Feel the weight lifting, the lightness that follows. Visualization allows the mind to see the act of letting go in a tangible way, which can help reinforce the process emotionally. Embracing acceptance as a path to release. One of the most powerful steps in letting go of difficult emotions is embracing acceptance. Sometimes, we resist our emotions, thinking that they're a problem to be solved or something to be fixed. But when we accept emotions as they are, we release the struggle against them, allowing them to pass through us more easily. Acceptance doesn't mean that you approve of or welcome every difficult emotion, it simply means that you acknowledge its presence. You are allowing yourself to feel without resistance, trusting that emotions are a natural part of life's flow. When you stop fighting the emotion and instead allow it to be, it often loses its grip on you. This acceptance can be especially helpful with emotions like sadness or fear. Instead of pushing them away, try saying to yourself, "This is what I'm feeling right now, and that's okay." This simple acknowledgement softens the emotion, creating space for it to move through you without becoming stuck. Letting go of expectations. Sometimes, difficult emotions linger because we have certain expectations about how we should feel or react. We may expect ourselves to be calm, happy, or resilient all the time. But life is full of ups and downs, and every emotion has its place. When we let go of the expectation to always feel a certain way, we make room for the full range of human experience. As you observe your emotions, practice letting go of any expectation about how you should feel. Embrace the present moment exactly as it is, with all its complexity. This openness allows you to experience emotions authentically without the added pressure of expectations. It's a way of saying to yourself, I allow myself to be fully human, with all the emotions that come with it. Embracing freedom through letting go. As we move through life, difficult emotions will come and go, but the ability to observe, accept, and release them gives us freedom. Each time you let go of a difficult emotion, you reclaim a part of your inner peace. You're creating a space within that is undisturbed, a sanctuary where emotions can flow without leaving a lasting impact. In this practice of letting go, you are strengthening your resilience, allowing yourself to meet each moment with openness and grace. Remember, each breath is an opportunity to release, to return to the peace within. Embrace this freedom as we continue our journey together, cultivating a mind that flows with ease and a heart that remains open. Not taking things personally in relationships, embracing freedom from emotional triggers. In our journey to let go, one of the most powerful practices we can adopt is learning not to take things personally, especially in our relationships. Relationships are often filled with expectations, assumptions, and emotional triggers, which can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, or even resentment. When we personalize everything that's said or done by others, we become reactive, defensive, and more likely to experience conflict. By learning to step back, observe, and release the urge to take things personally, we open ourselves to a greater sense of peace and resilience. Recognizing the impact of personalization on emotional well-being. When we take things personally, we interpret others' actions and words as reflections of our worth, capabilities, or values. Imagine someone makes a dismissive comment or fails to acknowledge your effort. It's easy to think, they don't value me, or I must have done something wrong. But often, these interpretations are far from the truth. Other people's actions are influenced by their own feelings, experiences, and struggles, not just by us. By realizing this, we free ourselves from the weight of others' opinions and reactions. Taking things personally binds us to the emotional whims of others, which can be exhausting and destabilizing. When we let go of personalization, we allow ourselves to stay grounded, knowing that our sense of self isn't dependent on external validation. Practicing non-personalization, a shift in perspective. Non-personalization involves a shift in perspective, a conscious decision to view situations from a place of detachment. Instead of automatically assuming that someone's behavior is about you, pause and consider other possibilities. Maybe a colleague is short-tempered not because they're unhappy with you, but because they're stressed with a personal issue. Perhaps a friend canceled plans not due to a lack of care, but because they needed time for themselves. Each time you encounter a potentially triggering situation, try to see it from a broader perspective. Ask yourself, could there be another reason for this? When we adopt this broader view, we often find that many actions and words have little to do with us personally. This realization helps us avoid emotional reactions and respond more calmly and compassionately. Letting go of the need for approval. Taking things personally often stems from a deep-rooted desire for approval. We want to be liked, respected, and valued by others, which is natural. However, this need for validation can make us vulnerable to the opinions of others. When someone criticizes or dismisses us, it can feel like a personal attack, triggering a need to defend ourselves or prove our worth. Letting go of the need for approval means recognizing that you are whole and complete as you are. Your self-worth is not determined by anyone else's opinion. When you no longer seek validation from others, their words and actions lose their power to affect you. You begin to experience a profound sense of freedom, as your peace and happiness are no longer dependent on external factors. Whenever you feel the urge to take something personally, remind yourself, I am enough as I am. By affirming your inherent worth, you create a foundation of self-confidence that shields you from the need for approval, allowing you to interact with others without feeling emotionally exposed. Responding instead of reacting. When we take things personally, we often react impulsively, either through defensiveness, anger, or withdrawal. But by practicing non-personalization, we create space to respond rather than react. This space allows us to consider the best course of action, one that aligns with our values and maintains our peace. For instance, if a friend makes an insensitive comment, taking it personally might lead to an argument or hurtful words. But with a non-personalized approach, you can pause and assess the situation. Ask yourself, is this comment truly a reflection of me, or could it stem from something within them? With this perspective, you're less likely to respond defensively. Instead, you might choose to calmly express how the comment made you feel or simply let it go, knowing that it doesn't define you. Practicing this conscious response allows us to engage in relationships with greater mindfulness. We become less reactive, more thoughtful, and ultimately more compassionate toward both ourselves and others. Understanding that everyone has their own battles. One of the most transformative realizations in letting go of personalization is understanding that everyone is facing their own battles. The person who seems distant might be struggling with anxiety. The friend who snapped at you may be dealing with stress at work. We rarely know the full story behind someone's behavior, which is why it's so important not to take things at face value. By reminding yourself that everyone has their struggles, you can cultivate a sense of empathy rather than taking things personally. Empathy allows you to see beyond the behavior to the person underneath. When we approach others with understanding, we naturally let go of the need to interpret their actions as reflections of our worth. Consider how often a small shift in perspective has helped you see someone's actions differently. Perhaps that colleague who seemed rude was simply overwhelmed. Or the friend who canceled plans was exhausted, not uninterested. Each time we recognize others' humanity, we free ourselves from the burden of personalization and create space for compassion. Creating healthy boundaries without emotional entanglement. Letting go of personalization doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior. It's essential to establish boundaries to protect your well-being. However, healthy boundaries are based on respect rather than emotional entanglement. When we don't take things personally, we can set boundaries calmly, without feeling the need to explain or justify ourselves. For instance, if someone consistently behaves in a way that feels disrespectful, you can choose to limit your interaction with them without resentment. You're not reacting out of anger or feeling the need to teach them a lesson. Instead, you're simply making a choice that supports your well-being. Boundaries set from a place of non-personalization are strong yet compassionate, preserving your peace without creating unnecessary conflict. Embracing freedom and emotional independence. When we stop taking things personally, we experience a profound sense of freedom. We no longer feel compelled to react to every comment or action, nor do we feel weighed down by the opinions of others. This freedom is a form of emotional independence, a state where we can engage with others from a place of authenticity without fear of judgment or rejection. Imagine how liberating it would be to move through life without feeling the need to prove yourself or defend your worth. You could navigate relationships with ease, responding to others with kindness and empathy while remaining grounded in your own sense of self. This is the power of non-personalization, the ability to interact with the world from a place of inner peace and self-assurance. Practicing non-personalization as a lifelong journey. Learning not to take things personally is a lifelong practice. It's natural to feel affected by others from time to time, especially in close relationships. However, with mindfulness, you can gradually cultivate the ability to observe without internalizing. Each time you choose not to take something personally, you're strengthening your emotional resilience, making it easier to maintain your peace in future interactions. Consider viewing each challenging situation as an opportunity to practice non-personalization. When you feel triggered, take a deep breath, pause, and remind yourself that you don't have to respond immediately. This pause gives you the space to choose a calm and compassionate response, reinforcing your commitment to emotional freedom. Cultivating inner peace through letting go. As we navigate the complexities of relationships, non-personalization helps us build a foundation of inner peace. By letting go of the urge to personalize, we free ourselves from the emotional roller coaster of others' opinions, actions, and reactions. We begin to see relationships as opportunities for growth and connection, rather than sources of validation or distress. Each time you release the need to personalize, you take a step toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. You're creating a space within yourself that remains unaffected by external judgments, a sanctuary where you can return to your true self. Let this practice be a source of strength and calm as you continue on your mindfulness journey, embracing the freedom of living from a place of non-attachment and inner peace. Practicing mindfulness in daily life, bringing calm and clarity to every moment. As we reach the conclusion of this mindfulness journey, it's essential to remember that mindfulness is not confined to meditation sessions or quiet moments alone. True mindfulness is about bringing that sense of calm, awareness, and non-attachment into our everyday lives. Practicing mindfulness in daily life is what bridges the gap between peaceful moments on the mat and the dynamic flow of real-world experiences. This integration enables us to face challenges with resilience, connect with others meaningfully, and live with a deeper appreciation for the present moment. Starting the day with mindful intention. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to incorporate mindfulness into daily life is by starting each day with a mindful intention. Upon waking, take a few quiet moments to sit and breathe deeply, tuning into the sensations of your body in the rhythm of your breath. This act of grounding sets a calm and focused tone for the day ahead, helping you center yourself before the day's demands begin. As you set an intention, choose a simple phrase that resonates with you. It might be, "Today, I will remain present," or "I will approach each moment with gratitude." This intention serves as a gentle reminder, a thread that runs through your day, guiding your actions and responses. When challenges arise, you can return to this intention, allowing it to serve as an anchor, keeping you steady amid life's changes. Practicing mindfulness in routine activities. Everyday activities, those that we often do on autopilot, are wonderful opportunities to practice mindfulness. Brushing your teeth, washing dishes, or walking to work may seem mundane, but these simple acts can become powerful mindfulness exercises when approached with full awareness. For instance, when brushing your teeth, feel the sensation of the brush against your teeth and gums, notice the minty taste of the toothpaste, and listen to the sound of the water flowing. By focusing on each sensation, you bring your mind fully into the present moment, releasing the tendency to drift into thought or distraction. These small acts of mindfulness transform routine activities into moments of calm and presence, helping you stay grounded throughout the day. Mindful eating, savoring each bite. Eating is an act we often rush through, sometimes barely tasting our food as we check emails or scroll on our phones. But mindful eating invites us to experience each meal with gratitude and awareness, allowing us to reconnect with our senses and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the nourishment before us. To practice mindful eating, begin by taking a moment to appreciate the food in front of you. Notice the colors, textures, and smells. With each bite, savor the flavors, chew slowly, and notice the sensation of the food as you swallow. By bringing awareness to this simple act, you turn a routine meal into a sensory experience, grounding yourself in the present moment and connecting with the gift of sustenance. Mindful eating also encourages a healthier relationship with food. When we eat mindfully, we're more in tune with our body's signals of hunger and fullness, which helps us avoid overeating or eating out of stress. This practice fosters a sense of gratitude, reminding us of the abundance in our lives and the efforts involved in bringing the food to our table. Practicing mindful listening in conversations. Mindfulness in daily life also extends to our interactions with others. Practicing mindful listening can transform the quality of our relationships, allowing us to connect on a deeper level. In a world filled with distractions and rapid responses, truly listening to someone has become rare and invaluable. When you're in a conversation, especially with someone sharing something meaningful, try to listen without planning your response or interrupting. Let go of any urge to judge or interpret their words. Instead, focus on the person's tone, their expressions, and the emotions behind their words. This type of listening creates a safe space for the other person, fostering trust and understanding. Mindful listening also helps us respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. When we truly listen, we're able to respond in a way that's genuine and compassionate, enhancing our relationships and reducing misunderstandings. It's a simple yet powerful way to bring mindfulness into social interactions, creating connections rooted in presence and empathy. Managing stress with mindful breathing. Throughout the day, stress can arise in many forms: a heavy workload, unexpected challenges, or conflicts with others. Practicing mindful breathing during stressful moments can help us return to a calm, centered state. Our breath is always available, a constant companion that we can use to ground ourselves, even in the busiest of times. When you feel stress building, pause and take 3 deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body, allowing each exhale to release tension. Visualize each breath bringing in calm and clarity, while each exhale releases worry and stress. This simple exercise shifts your focus away from the stressor and brings you back to the present moment, enabling you to approach the situation with a clearer, more composed mind. Incorporating mindful breathing into stressful moments trains us to respond with grace rather than react impulsively. Over time, this practice strengthens our resilience, allowing us to handle challenges with a calm presence, rather than becoming overwhelmed. Ending the day with reflection and gratitude. Just as starting the day mindfully sets a positive tone, ending the day with mindfulness brings closure and peace. Before going to bed, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. Recall moments where you felt present, times when you responded mindfully, and situations where you may have been reactive. This reflection is not about judgment but about learning and growing. Incorporate a short gratitude practice into your reflection. Think of 3 things you're grateful for from the day, whether they're small moments of joy, accomplishments, or acts of kindness. This simple practice shifts your focus to the positive, nurturing a mindset of appreciation and contentment. Gratitude grounds us, reminding us of the beauty and blessings in our lives, even on challenging days. With this nightly practice, you're not only bringing mindfulness into your day's end but also setting a positive tone for the day to come. This gratitude reflection fosters a restful sleep, as you drift off with a sense of peace and fulfillment. Embracing mindfulness as a lifelong journey. Practicing mindfulness in daily life is not about achieving perfection but about embracing the journey. Some days, it may feel easy to stay present, while other days, distractions and challenges make it difficult. The key is to approach each moment with patience and curiosity, allowing mindfulness to unfold naturally. As you continue on this path, remember that each mindful breath, each act of presence, contributes to a more grounded and peaceful life. You're cultivating a sanctuary within yourself, a place of calm that remains unaffected by external noise. This inner sanctuary becomes a refuge, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and grace. Each day offers countless opportunities to practice mindfulness. From the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep, there are endless chances to pause, breathe, and connect with the present. By weaving mindfulness into these moments, you're not only nurturing your well-being but also bringing more peace, clarity, and compassion into the world. Celebrating the small moments. Mindfulness is often found in the small moments, the simple joys we might otherwise overlook. It's in the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of laughter, the scent of fresh coffee. These small moments are where life truly happens. By practicing mindfulness, you open yourself to experiencing these moments fully, deepening your appreciation for the ordinary beauty around you. As you continue to cultivate mindfulness, allow yourself to celebrate these small moments. They're reminders of life's richness, of the present moment's gifts. Each time you pause to appreciate a simple joy, you're reinforcing the practice of mindfulness, allowing it to become an integral part of who you are. By practicing mindfulness in your daily life, you're embracing a path of peace, resilience, and presence. You're creating a life where each moment, no matter how ordinary, becomes an opportunity for growth, gratitude, and inner freedom. Let this journey of mindfulness guide you, bringing you closer to a life of harmony and fulfillment, one mindful moment at a time. Suggestions for sustaining inner peace, nurturing a lifelong sense of calm and balance. As we reach the final part of our mindfulness journey, let's explore practical ways to sustain inner peace beyond the meditation cushion. Achieving a state of calm is one thing, maintaining it amid life's inevitable challenges requires conscious practice and intention. Inner peace isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's a foundation that can support you through the highs and lows of life. Here are some timeless suggestions for cultivating and sustaining that sense of inner tranquility. Prioritizing moments of stillness. One of the most effective ways to maintain inner peace is to incorporate moments of stillness throughout your day. In our busy lives, we often feel compelled to keep moving, doing, and achieving. But true peace flourishes in stillness, in those quiet spaces where we pause, take a breath, and reconnect with ourselves. Consider setting aside short breaks throughout the day to simply sit in silence, even if it's just for a few minutes. You can practice mindful breathing, feel the weight of your body grounding you, or gaze at nature around you. These moments of stillness act as mini resets, allowing you to step back from the busyness and find calm within. By making stillness a priority, you're nurturing a peaceful inner space that you can return to whenever you need. Cultivating a morning and evening ritual. Starting and ending the day with intention creates a strong foundation for inner peace. A morning ritual, such as a few minutes of meditation, journaling, or even a peaceful walk, allows you to enter the day calmly, with a clear mind. It sets a positive tone, making it easier to approach challenges with resilience. An evening ritual, on the other hand, helps you wind down and release the stress of the day. Try a gratitude practice, gentle stretches, or reading a few pages of an inspiring book. Ending the day with a calm mind allows for restful sleep, which is essential for maintaining emotional and mental balance. Over time, these small rituals anchor you in peace, providing consistent touchpoints to renew your sense of calm. Setting boundaries to protect your energy. Maintaining inner peace also involves protecting your energy. Boundaries are a form of self-respect, a way to safeguard your well-being. Recognize that not every demand on your time or energy is essential, and it's okay to say no to things that disrupt your sense of peace. For instance, if certain conversations or environments drain you, consider limiting your exposure to them. This doesn't mean avoiding responsibilities, but rather being mindful of where you invest your energy. Prioritize relationships, activities, and environments that nourish you and support your growth. By setting boundaries, you're protecting the peace you've worked to cultivate, ensuring it remains intact regardless of external pressures. Practicing gratitude as a daily habit. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to sustain inner peace. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we shift our perspective from lack to abundance, from stress to contentment. Each day, take a moment to reflect on things you're thankful for. They don't have to be grand gestures, even small, everyday joys are worth celebrating. You might keep a gratitude journal, listing 3 things each evening that brought you joy, comfort, or peace. Or, simply take a few moments during the day to pause and appreciate the beauty around you, the warmth of the sun, a shared laugh, a delicious meal. Gratitude helps us connect with the present moment, rooting us in a sense of contentment that keeps us anchored in peace. Embracing impermanence, letting go of control. One of the greatest challenges to inner peace is the desire for control. We often want things to go a certain way, to meet our expectations, and to stay the same. However, life is in constant flux, and trying to control everything only leads to frustration and anxiety. Embracing impermanence, the natural flow of change, can bring a profound sense of peace. When we accept that things, people, and situations are constantly evolving, we're better able to release our grip on them. Rather than clinging to what was or worrying about what will be, we can approach each moment with openness. This mindset of letting go helps us remain grounded in the present, navigating life's changes with grace. By embracing impermanence, we align with the flow of life, allowing peace to naturally emerge. Nurturing positive relationships. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive relationships contributes greatly to sustaining inner peace. Relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and kindness bring joy and fulfillment, reinforcing a peaceful state of mind. Make time to nurture these relationships, to connect genuinely with others who uplift and encourage you. At the same time, be mindful of relationships that may drain your energy or disrupt your peace. It's okay to set boundaries and distance yourself from people who consistently bring negativity. Choose to engage in relationships that enhance your sense of peace and well-being, where you feel valued and heard. Positive relationships act as pillars of support, reminding you that you're not alone in your journey to maintain inner calm. Engaging in meaningful activities. Finding purpose in what you do can deeply reinforce inner peace. Meaningful activities, whether it's work, a hobby, or a volunteer effort, connect you to something larger than yourself. They give you a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and contribution, which can be incredibly grounding. Identify activities that align with your values and passions, ones that make you feel genuinely engaged and fulfilled. By dedicating time to these pursuits, you're creating a life filled with meaning, a life that supports your peace. When we're engaged in what truly matters to us, external distractions and stressors lose their grip, allowing peace to settle naturally within us. Practicing self-compassion. Inner peace thrives when we treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Self-compassion means accepting ourselves as we are, flaws and all, without harsh criticism or judgment. Life is full of challenges, and we'll inevitably make mistakes. But by practicing self-compassion, we can let go of self-criticism, embrace our humanity, and cultivate a peaceful inner state. When you're feeling overwhelmed or disappointed, imagine how you'd respond to a dear friend in the same situation. Extend that same kindness to yourself, offering words of comfort and understanding. By being gentle with yourself, you create a foundation of peace that remains strong, even when life gets difficult. Engaging in regular mindful practices. To sustain inner peace, it's helpful to make mindfulness a regular part of your routine. Mindful practices like meditation, yoga, or even deep breathing exercises create moments of calm, helping you reconnect with your inner stillness. Regular practice strengthens your ability to remain peaceful and grounded, even in challenging situations. You might start with just a few minutes each day, gradually increasing as it becomes a natural part of your life. Mindfulness is a skill that grows with practice, allowing you to carry a sense of calm into all areas of life. The more you practice, the more resilient your inner peace becomes, turning it into a resource you can always draw upon. Accepting what you cannot change. Part of sustaining peace involves letting go of things beyond your control. Life presents us with many situations that we cannot change, no matter how hard we try. Learning to accept these things, instead of resisting or resenting them, helps us maintain a peaceful mind. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, is this something I can change, or is it beyond my control? If it's something you cannot change, practice acceptance, trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way. This acceptance brings a calm confidence, a peaceful readiness to adapt to whatever life brings. Balancing work and rest. Inner peace also requires a balance between productivity and rest. In a world that values constant achievement, it's easy to forget the importance of rest and self-care. But peace thrives when we're well rested, when we take time to recharge our minds and bodies. Set boundaries around work, making sure to include moments of relaxation and enjoyment. Whether it's a short break to walk in nature, a few minutes to meditate, or an evening to unwind with a book, these moments of rest are essential. They restore your energy and maintain your inner calm, ensuring that you have the resilience to face each day. Embracing inner peace as a lifelong journey. Sustaining inner peace is not about achieving a permanent state of calm but about embracing peace as a journey. Life is full of ups and downs, and our emotions will naturally fluctuate. The goal is not to eliminate challenges but to approach them with a mindset of peace, acceptance, and resilience. Each day, there will be opportunities to practice peace, through moments of stillness, acts of gratitude, and mindful choices. Embrace these moments, knowing that each one strengthens your foundation of calm. With time and practice, inner peace becomes a part of who you are, a steady presence that supports you through all of life's changes. As you move forward, let inner peace be your guide, a quiet strength that empowers you to live fully, compassionately, and joyfully. Encouraging the continued journey of mindfulness, embracing the path of inner peace and growth. As we reach the conclusion of our journey together, remember that mindfulness is not a destination but a path that continually unfolds. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to a life filled with clarity, compassion, and resilience. The benefits you've experienced through this practice are just the beginning. The true transformation of mindfulness comes with consistent practice, gentle persistence, and a willingness to grow. Mindfulness is a journey that we revisit daily, a lifelong exploration of the present moment. Let's explore how to keep this journey alive and deepen our connection to mindfulness in a way that feels authentic and inspiring. Embracing consistency over perfection. One of the most important aspects of mindfulness is consistency. Often, when we begin a new habit, we expect rapid results or perfection. But mindfulness isn't about achieving a perfect state of calm. Instead, it's about showing up each day with curiosity, regardless of how easy or challenging it feels. Even on days when the mind feels restless or the practice feels difficult, remind yourself that these moments are part of the journey. Consider setting aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness, whether through meditation, mindful breathing, or simply sitting quietly. These small, consistent moments make a profound difference over time. Each time you practice, you're nurturing a foundation of peace and building a mindful mindset that becomes second nature. Embrace the journey without pressure, knowing that every mindful moment adds to your inner growth. Setting realistic and gentle intentions. To keep your journey alive, try setting gentle intentions rather than strict goals. An intention might be something as simple as, I will bring awareness to my breath when I feel stressed, or, I will take a few mindful pauses throughout the day. These intentions guide your practice without creating pressure or judgment. Intentions are like gentle reminders, encouraging you to return to mindfulness naturally, even on days when life feels hectic. When you set intentions, you're aligning yourself with a path of growth, embracing mindfulness as a way of life rather than a task to accomplish. This mindset helps you stay connected to your practice with ease, inviting mindfulness into your life in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Recognizing progress through reflection. An inspiring way to stay engaged with mindfulness is through reflection. Periodically, take time to look back and observe how your journey has evolved. Notice the small yet meaningful changes. Perhaps you've become more patient, react less to stress, or feel a greater sense of gratitude. These subtle shifts may not always be apparent day to day, but when you reflect, you'll see how mindfulness has positively shaped your mindset and actions. Consider keeping a mindfulness journal where you jot down observations about your practice, moments of clarity, or challenges you've overcome. Reflection reinforces your commitment, reminding you of the positive impact mindfulness brings. Celebrating these milestones, however small, helps keep your journey alive, encouraging you to continue exploring mindfulness with a sense of joy and curiosity. Embracing compassion for yourself and others. Mindfulness is not only about inner peace but also about fostering compassion, for yourself and for others. The more we cultivate self-compassion, the easier it becomes to extend kindness to those around us. Compassion is a powerful motivator, encouraging us to stay mindful, even in challenging situations. Each time you feel frustrated or judgmental toward yourself, pause and breathe. Recognize that the journey is a process, and each experience, whether pleasant or difficult, is an opportunity to learn and grow. By embracing compassion, you create a nurturing environment for mindfulness to flourish. This self-compassion, in turn, allows you to approach others with understanding, creating a ripple effect of peace and kindness in your relationships. Staying curious and open to new practices. Mindfulness is a vast and dynamic field, and there are countless ways to explore it. Staying curious and open to new practices can help keep your journey fresh and exciting. Explore different forms of mindfulness, such as walking meditation, body scan exercises, or mindful art. Each new approach offers a unique perspective and deepens your understanding of mindfulness. Consider joining a mindfulness group or attending workshops to learn from others and gain fresh insights. Connecting with a community of like-minded individuals can provide support and encouragement, making the journey feel less solitary. Mindfulness grows richer with shared experiences, and learning from others' insights can inspire you to keep evolving on your path. Embracing setbacks as part of the journey. Every journey includes setbacks, and mindfulness is no exception. Some days, you may feel too distracted, restless, or discouraged. These moments are natural and are part of the human experience. Rather than seeing them as failures, consider them as opportunities to grow. Setbacks often teach us valuable lessons in patience, acceptance, and resilience. When a challenging day arises, remind yourself that mindfulness is about showing up, not about achieving a particular outcome. On these days, a simple act of self-kindness, like taking a deep breath, enjoying a quiet moment, or practicing gratitude, can be enough. Embracing setbacks with an open heart strengthens your practice, reminding you that every moment is an invitation to return to mindfulness, no matter where you left off. Allowing mindfulness to shape your daily actions. Mindfulness isn't limited to meditation sessions, it's a lens through which we can see and interact with the world. Allow mindfulness to inform your daily actions, guiding you to live with more awareness and intention. From small choices, like eating mindfully, to bigger decisions, like approaching challenges with compassion, mindfulness becomes a way of life. Notice how each choice affects your inner peace and aligns with your values. By living mindfully, you're creating a life that reflects your true self, one that is filled with authenticity and purpose. This approach transforms everyday activities into opportunities for growth and presence, reinforcing your commitment to the journey of mindfulness. Finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. One of the greatest teachings of mindfulness is learning to find joy in the journey itself. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to focus solely on reaching the next goal or achievement. But mindfulness reminds us that life unfolds in the present moment, in the small, often overlooked details. Take time to appreciate the journey, the simple pleasures, the moments of clarity, and even the challenges. Each experience, whether smooth or difficult, contributes to your growth. By embracing the journey, you cultivate a sense of gratitude and joy, finding fulfillment in each step rather than waiting for an endpoint. Revisiting and deepening your practice. As you progress, it can be helpful to revisit and deepen your mindfulness practice. Returning to foundational techniques, like breath awareness or body scanning, strengthens your connection to the present moment. At the same time, exploring deeper practices, such as loving-kindness meditation or compassion exercises, can enrich your journey. Allow yourself to approach each session with a beginner's mind, as if you're experiencing it for the first time. This openness keeps the practice alive, helping you avoid falling into routines and allowing mindfulness to feel fresh and meaningful. Each time you revisit and deepen your practice, you're nurturing your commitment to mindfulness, allowing it to continue transforming your life. Staying connected to your purpose in practicing mindfulness. As you continue on your journey, it can be helpful to stay connected to your purpose. Why did you begin practicing mindfulness? Perhaps you sought inner peace, better mental health, or deeper self-understanding. Reconnecting with this purpose reminds you of the value mindfulness brings to your life. As your journey evolves, your purpose may also shift or expand. Embrace these changes, allowing them to guide you toward a deeper, more fulfilling practice. By staying connected to your purpose, you maintain a sense of direction and motivation, ensuring that mindfulness remains a meaningful part of your life. Embracing mindfulness as a lifelong companion. Finally, consider mindfulness as a lifelong companion. It's a tool that will support you through life's changes, offering comfort, clarity, and resilience. As you face new experiences, challenges, and milestones, mindfulness will be there, a steady presence that helps you remain connected to yourself and the present moment. This journey is one of continual growth, discovery, and peace. Each step brings you closer to living a life filled with awareness, compassion, and authenticity. Let mindfulness be your guide, reminding you that peace and happiness are found not in the destination, but in each moment along the way. May this journey of mindfulness inspire you to continue exploring, growing, and embracing life with an open heart and a peaceful mind. As you move forward, know that each mindful breath, each act of presence, is a testament to your commitment to a life of depth, clarity, and inner peace. Summary: embracing the journey of mindfulness as a path to lasting peace. As we conclude our journey through mindfulness, it's important to reflect on the transformation that this practice can bring into our lives. Mindfulness is not just a series of techniques or exercises, it's a way of being, a path to cultivating a more peaceful, resilient, and connected self. By dedicating time to mindfulness, we are investing in our mental and emotional well-being, creating a foundation that supports us through life's inevitable challenges. The journey of mindfulness invites us to embrace life fully, moment by moment, with clarity and compassion. It teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without attachment, to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, and to navigate relationships with empathy and understanding. These insights extend far beyond meditation sessions, guiding us to approach each day with a renewed sense of purpose and presence. Understanding the power of the present moment. One of the greatest lessons mindfulness offers is the power of the present moment. Often, we find ourselves caught in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Mindfulness gently reminds us that peace is found in the here and now. By grounding ourselves in the present, we release the weight of what has been and what may be, making room for calm, joy, and clarity. When we commit to this practice, we're choosing to live with awareness, appreciating each experience as it unfolds. This simple act of presence is transformative, as it allows us to fully engage with our lives, fostering a sense of gratitude and contentment that is less dependent on external circumstances. Mindfulness empowers us to live more fully, experiencing life as it is rather than as we wish it to be. Building emotional resilience. Mindfulness is also a path to building emotional resilience. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we learn to approach them with acceptance rather than resistance. This non-judgmental awareness helps us navigate difficult emotions with greater ease, allowing them to pass without overwhelming us. Over time, mindfulness teaches us that we don't have to be controlled by our reactions. Instead, we can choose to respond from a place of calm and wisdom. This resilience extends to our interactions with others. When we practice non-attachment and compassion in relationships, we reduce the friction caused by misunderstandings or unmet expectations. We become less reactive, more patient, and better equipped to handle life's ups and downs with grace. Through mindfulness, we cultivate a stable inner foundation that allows us to weather challenges with strength and confidence. Nurturing a sense of compassion and connection. Mindfulness deepens our sense of compassion and connection, both toward ourselves and others. By approaching our inner world with kindness, we become more understanding of our own imperfections and limitations. This self-compassion lays the groundwork for extending the same kindness outward. When we understand our own struggles, we're more able to empathize with others, recognizing that everyone faces challenges. This sense of compassion enhances our relationships, fostering a space of acceptance and respect. As we interact with others from a place of mindfulness, we create stronger, more fulfilling connections. Mindfulness shows us that we're not alone on this journey, we're all connected by shared experiences, emotions, and aspirations. This realization opens our hearts, helping us approach each interaction with warmth and understanding. Integrating mindfulness as a lifelong practice. The journey of mindfulness is one of lifelong discovery. It's a path that evolves with us, offering new insights and depths as we grow. Mindfulness isn't about reaching a specific endpoint or mastering a set of skills. Rather, it's about continuously coming back to the present, nurturing our inner peace, and embracing each moment as it is. As you move forward, remember that each step on this path counts, no matter how small. There will be days when mindfulness feels effortless, and others when it's more challenging. Both experiences are valuable and help deepen your practice. Mindfulness is about progress, not perfection, a gentle reminder to treat ourselves with patience and compassion as we learn and grow. Consider setting simple intentions to integrate mindfulness into your daily routine. These can be small acts, such as taking mindful breaths before starting work, practicing gratitude at the end of the day, or pausing to appreciate moments of beauty in your surroundings. By bringing mindfulness into daily life, you're reinforcing a habit of peace, creating an environment where calm and clarity can flourish. The path forward, a life of greater awareness and peace. As we conclude this journey, carry with you the essence of mindfulness, a commitment to live with awareness, kindness, and presence. Let mindfulness be a guiding light, helping you navigate life's complexities with a sense of ease and purpose. Know that each mindful moment brings you closer to your true self, strengthening your connection to the peace that resides within. This practice is a gift you give to yourself and to the world. As you cultivate mindfulness, you're not only enriching your own life but also creating a ripple effect of peace and compassion that touches those around you. Through mindfulness, we each have the power to contribute to a more peaceful, connected world. Thank you for embracing this journey. May it be the start of a lifelong path of growth, presence, and inner peace.